Αμέσως τώρα έρχεται η Ρούλα.
Wednesday the 19th of December and 6 days till Christmas. Good evening, Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Queensland, Darwin and Perth, and hello to everyone that's listening from all around the world. Good morning to you guys. Join us live via Rhythmos live channel. Let us know where you're coming in from, listening from anywhere around the world. And if the live channel does drop out, it's quite simple. Get onto www.rhythmos.com.au where we stream worldwide. Alternatively, guys, tune it up, pump it up, your digital radio's DAB. Kalispera Ελλάδα. And in the news, and what a week it's been. Laverna from Lavina and Shirley has passed away, aged 74. She was diagnosed with lung cancer in 2009, but she has passed due to diabetes complications. Ed Sheeran is singing all the way to the bank, ranking in $600 million from his worldwide tour. And what a 2018 year it has been for him. And for some Trump Christmas spirit news, the Trumps have released their Christmas card, sending Christmas cheers to all. And what a Christmas card it is. A portrait of the adorable couple surrounded by Christmas trees in the White House. Welcome everyone to Wednesdays with Rula right here on Rhythmos and Likiparedes Melbourne. You're with Miss Roulakk and aka your Miss KK. And tonight my co-host Mr. John Noel William aka Mr. Sam Newman.
Yes, Solar KK.
Yasu, Mr. Newman.
I think that's what it says.
Yasu.
KK.
Yeah, Yasu KK. Yasu Rula.
Yes, Rula.
Kalispera.
Did you say Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran, $600 million.
That couldn't be right.
Well, that's what it says on social media, unless they got all new.
He earned $600 million for the year.
From his world tour. Tour, Sam.
I do not believe that.
Do you reckon they're getting it all wrong? Because people do follow social media and read and believe everything they read.
That's almost $750 million.
I know. What do you reckon, Sam?
No, I don't believe that.
600. That's what I picked up from News MSN.
Yeah,
maybe it was supposed to be 60 mil. Do you reckon that's a pretty better?
Might be Greek dollars.
It could be Greek dollars. I love it. You can follow me on Facebook page, Roulakk and Instagram, KK Rock Chick, or Facebook, The KK Factor, live interviews, exclusives, and KK Fun Times. Like and share. And Sam, you've gotten yourself into social media. I love it. Are you going to tweet like Mr. Trump does every morning, every night?
No, I don't tweet every morning or every night, but Mr. Trump has got onto a very nifty thing because he's bypassed the press because he thinks they're not fair to him, so he's playing them.
He's become the press.
He has organised the whole of mainstream media's scheduling for the last 2 years. They are obsessed with him, one way or the other.
Wow, unbelievable, isn't it?
It is unbelievable, actually.
And even if you love or hate him, they still follow him. We still follow him.
They can't get enough of him for various reasons.
Sam, it sounds a bit like you and a bit like me, actually. Love or hate us.
Mm.
So, Sam, you're on Facebook?
I'm
Sam
on
Newman?
Facebook, and I'm on
Instagram?
Instagram, original
Instagram.
Smart as Sam, and Smart
Orig,
as Sam
Smart
on
as Sam.
because people try and steal your identity, and
Yeah, I know.
they it is an ongoing battle to try and get people. I don't know how to do it really, but you have to ask Facebook or Google to get rid of the people who take your identity and wish to announce things on your behalf that you would not put your name to. This is one of the occupational hazards of people who are parasites.
Exactly.
Parasites are things that cling around the stems of greater plants and imbibe their juices. That's the only reason they exist.
Exactly.
And those people are parasites.
Yeah, and not to mention you've got the ones that hide. They have fake profiles. And even with myself, I'll get a request to, to accept them on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. But on Facebook, usually I can, within a few moments, realise that it is a fake account. And it's like, okay, well, it's obviously someone that wants to follow me, whether they love or hate me. They just don't want people to know that they follow me.
It's actually a backhanded compliment. You have irrelevant and insignificant people trying to garner some support throughout the world or the state or the city they live in. They want to be Andy Warhols for 15 seconds of their life. Andy Warhol said,
Yep.
Everyone wants to be famous for 15 minutes or seconds of their life, and these are the people that do it. They are irrelevant and insignificant bacteria.
Well done, Sam, and I'm glad you got that attitude because welcome to social media where everyone just follows everyone. And thank you to all been sharing the Facebook page and following Ruth Moss, Twitter, Instagram, Ruth Moss Radio, Australia's first Greek digital radio. Με το νέο μας website που είναι γεμάτο με νέες λειτουργίες και όλα αυτά που σας κάνουν και κολλάτε. Και απόψε θα κολλήσετε because έχουμε το Sam Newman in the studio. Hey Sam, you're going to learn Greek tonight.
I'm sure I probably won't. I've got
Your mate Costa that you play golf with.
Con.
Yeah, he must have taught you some Greek
Con
words.
Christopoulos.
Yeah.
Yeah. He owns the European and a couple the French. What is it called? The French Salon. It's called. A couple of restaurants he owns. I play golf with him.
And he doesn't talk Greek. You actually can start instigating. Just say Yasso Costa.
We talk a little politics. He hates Trump with a passion, and I love Trump with a passion. So
maybe we can get him to call in tonight. We'll stir him up with the Trump.
yeah, no, you would stir him up.
Well, we got George M on live channel saying 60 million drachmas instead of $60 million. And it's Sam and Crazy Chick. Sammy, you are a legend from George M. And Kalispera to George A. All the Georges have come out tonight.
So you said 60 million. You said 60 million.
600 million.
So that person just then said
60 million drachmas.
Well,
It's euro now.
How much is a drachma?
Well, it was very close to the Australian dollar, but the
Really?
euro is completely different. That's why they're all suffering now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know.
We haven't gone. We've got Brexit. We haven't gone Greeksit, have we? Yet? Or Grexit.
Let's go on to a song. Ela paparizo, voulez-vous?
Small, she's got them all going loco with a game of hide and seek. Like a slave, have your achy, breaky heart in a chokehold. Get it while it's hot, 'cause she's popular. La 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 la. Who could tell her no the way she goes? Voulez-vous, mon amour, come dance with me and I'll dance for you. Voulez-vous, mon amour.
Look, we need to say a few hellos. Hello to Rosemary and Yaso Kostaki, Yaso Adoni all the way from Greece. Yaso Rexadar Fakimu, Yaso Con, Yaso Paula. Hello to Dina and Effie listening all the way from Port Melbourne. Dina's listening all the way from Sydney. We've got DJ George A has come in saying Kalispera. He said Ini Oreos or Sam, which means you're very nice.
Oh. Did you say Effie?
Yes, Effie from Port Melbourne.
Is that Effie? The one that we know, Effie?
No, not that Effie. But
Mary
this
Custis?
Effie, no, but this Effie's got a lot of hair.
Well, I know Mary Custis.
And we've got Chris. He says, sounds great so far. He's listening in with his daughter.
And Yasokalia, we should say Yasokalia.
Yes.
That is your daughter.
Yes. I love how you just put that Greek accent there.
Oh, yeah.
Yasokalia, that is your daughter.
Yasokalia, that is your daughter. I feel a bit embarrassed. I haven't been to Greece.
That's okay, Sam. There's many Greeks that haven't been to Greece. There is.
No, I because I often speak. I know you'll think I'm patronising, but I'm not. If you know me, I'm not patronising.
No, you're not.
I've often spoken to my friends about going to Greece, but I've never been. I've been to the Antarctic. I've been down the Nile. I've seen the Valley of the Kings. I've been to Africa and done all that stuff, but I've never.
Never been
I
to
do know.
Greece.
I do. I speak a little publicly, and I always mention. A Pericles, who was an Athenian statesman.
Wow.
He was a famous Athenian statesman, and he said, "The blows of the enemy we must bear with courage, those of the gods with resignation. You must not blame me for misfortunes which are beyond calculation, unless you also give me credit for those successes which are uncalculated."
I love it. I love it. I love it. Carly's just come in. She goes, "Oh my God, Mum." Now, Sam, you know what? You love the history, so I reckon you'd be amazed. You'd be amazing in Greece, particularly if you go on there with any of your Greek friends and go through the historical towns and the history. And who knows? Oh my goodness, you could be just snapped up by some Greek woman who'll sit there feeding you and making you
fat. What was she feed
That's
me?
Another impolitically correct word. We cannot use that word. So I'm sorry, I'm not taking offence to anyone, but they will make you explode.
We can use that word. I can use that word.
Can you?
Fat. Yes.
But you'll get into trouble, Sam. I mean,
Not
we're
at all.
always getting
No, we won't.
all this impolitically correct.
Have you stepped out onto the streets lately? Most of the world is fat.
We're overweight.
That's fat.
We are. We are.
We are undisciplined.
But look when you walk into the supermarkets, the way the supermarkets are set up, right? I send my partner out to the supermarket and I say, I need all healthy food, and his eyes go straight to the lollies, and he comes back with more chocolate bars. Then,
At some stage, really, you have to be responsible for what you do in your life. You can't blame the supermarkets for putting lollies in front of you. You can easily walk around them. You can push them away.
You can, Sam, you know. Okay, you go down to Eaton Mall in Oakley. Now, you've been hanging around Eaton Mall. I've had my little spies out.
I've been hanging around where?
Eaton Mall. Have you been hanging around Oakley, Sam?
What did you call it?
Eaton Mall.
Oh, Eaton Mall. I've been to Oakley.
See, I've had my little spies keep an eye on you, and they said, yes, we have seen him in Oakley. How many souvlaki's have you eaten?
I've eaten a few, not a lot, but sometimes it's drunk's hunger. If you drink too much, a souvlaki is fantastic to have when you get hungry.
When you're drinking.
Munchies.
You are a good old Aussie bloke. You love your barbecue. So what are we drinking? Are we drinking beer or ouzo?
Well, I hate to say this, Rula. I don't hate to say this, but I haven't had a drink for 8 years. I don't drink, so...
Sam, well done.
Is that well done?
It is a well done, because I've got a lot of people that are trying to either stop smoking or alcohol. For many reasons. Even ones that just don't drink that much, they want to stop.
Well, I don't smoke, but I
haven't
had a drink for 8 years, so...
Congratulations. I love it. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I only do it because I don't like to wonder if I can drive my car, because I like driving. I have a couple of 2 or 3 old cars, old American cars.
What sort?
I have a 59 Cadillac. That's the one with the big fins on it.
Yeah, what colour?
It's red. It's a convertible.
I was actually visualising a pink one.
No, that's right. that was driving down the Santa Monica Boulevard in a pink Cadillac. Who
Yeah.
sang that? Can't think of the woman who sang that.
Well, talking about songs, and I'm going to veer off a little bit, one of our listeners says, can you get Sammy to sing some Frank Sinatra?
No, you wouldn't want to hear me sing Frank Sinatra.
Go on, Sam.
No, no, I'm certainly not singing Frank Sinatra.
Oh, bugger that. See, and he doesn't drink, so it ain't going to happen. Yasso Maria and Yasso George F. And Maria is laughing her head off.
I can't think of a Frank Sinatra song to sing. If I could think of one off the top of my head, I would.
I'm trying to,
have-
isn't it funny
I'm not,
how when you think
not
of
shy
it,
not to do it. I can't
it's
sing.
just, isn't it unbelievable? You think of a singer and it's like, it just won't come to you.
Yeah.
All right, George M., since you want him to sing a Frank Sinatra song, throw us a few titles and let's see. He goes, you do your best work after
That's
midnight.
right.
George M. is saying you do your best work after
Yeah.
midnight. I'll tell you, George M., what he does after midnight. He gets up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and he watches the Grand Prix around the world. That alarm clock goes off.
Yeah. Was that George who said I do my best work after midnight?
Yes, George M.
That was a CD that I bought out with my favourite artists on it, and the record company made me sing 2 tracks
Wow.
on. I could play one of them. It's on my phone. So
Oh, he
that's
said
why-
great CD by Sammy.
Yeah, but I don't. They're my favourite artists singing on it. They're a bit dated now, but
Yeah.
I like them. But the deal was I had to sing 2 songs, which they recorded, and they're on the CD.
See, that's the key word. You had to. People don't realise when you're on radio, well, actually not here in Radio Earth Morse, because everybody knows how we do things, but when you're on TV, and I've been on TV, not at the level that you've been, Sam, but I've had my TV show, and the producer will say to me, KK, this is what you need to do right now. You need to go and flirt with him. You need to blow him a kiss. You need to do this. You need to do that. So people don't realise that we actually get told what to do because it's about the ratings and it's about keeping our listeners and our audience engaged. And we get into trouble, don't we, Sam?
Yes, but you should only do things you want to do. Don't be told.
Oh, no,
too
I
much
wouldn't do
how to-
anything I wouldn't. No, that's right. I wouldn't do something that I'd walk away feeling regretful. No. But some things are easy to do. But
Can
that's
you
fine.
sing? You sing a song.
I only do.
Sing of one of Nana Muscuri's.
No, I can't
great-
do Greek. If I do Greek, my daughter will crucify me. She's the
she?
one with the voice. Yeah, no. She did say to me one day, she goes, Mum, you sound like Joan Jett when you do
Joan Jett.
Dirty Deeds.
Good God.
Yeah, and she said, and she's famous. I go, I'll take that as a compliment.
Joan Jett, I've heard.
Joan Jett.
Yeah, I've heard of Joan Jett.
Okay, Sam, can we go back to the cars?
Yeah, the cars. I
Yeah,
have
so
a
we've got the red Cadillac.
red Cadillac convertible. I have a 65 Thunderbird, a Thelma. I don't know if you ever saw the film Thelma and Louise, but it's an identical car and colour and livery to.
The only Thunderbird car I know is Olivia Newton-John's Grease.
Yeah. Well, this was, if you know the film Thelma and Louise, this is not the exact car, but this is the exact colour and model of the car that
Wow.
they drove in that when they drove it over the cliff at the end of the
Who would
film.
have thought that you've got classy cars, Sam?
I got a very nice 69 Boss 49 Mustang.
Oh, wow.
So they're all old cars, but I like
Nice.
them. I drive them a lot.
Wow.
Keep them ticking
So
over.
what roads should people actually be on so they can see these cars?
No,
Is it Lygon Street or in Carlton?
Well, I've taken them down Lygon Street occasionally, but I keep them ticking over. You know, they're old things. Old things have to keep working. I know that. I'm old myself. I have
Sam,
to
you're
keep
looking
working.
great for your age, by the way.
You're looking great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, see, that's all right. It's all right for you to say that to me, but if I say that to you,
I take it as a compliment.
No, I know. I take it as a compliment, but if I say it to you, we have the Me Too movement say that's inappropriate for me to say to you that you look good.
See, for me, that sort of goes a bit too far. To me, a woman should get a
Rilla,
compliment.
I take no notice of that, but that's the way the world's headed.
Yeah, it
People are
is, it
saying
is.
now that it's not appropriate. There's no such thing as chivalry. There's no such thing as flirting. most women, I don't care who disagrees with this, most women like men to be chivalrous, and they don't mind men flirting with them as long as it's harmless and doesn't lead to being stalked.
Well,
or,
you know what, Sam? Every time I've caught up with you, you've been an absolute gentleman, so I don't care what people say. So either I'm not your type or you are sincerely a gentleman.
Well, it's all about intent, isn't it? If you want to be annoying to people or be untoward, that's a lot of people want to do that. A lot of people have ulterior motives. You only do anything in life because you have an ulterior motive, whether that be good and bad. And you do nothing unless you have an ulterior motive. And they can be very good ulterior motives, but some people's ulterior motives are not good.
Yeah, that's
They're
right.
mischievous.
Yes, they are. Well, George M has come back and he goes, I want Sammy to do Demis Roussos.
My Friend the Wind. I think that's the only song. I can't sing Demis Roussos, but didn't he sing My Friend the Wind?
Yes.
Was that a song?
Yes.
Or did I make that up?
No. It is a song. Did you go to his concert now?
I didn't.
It would have been about, 10, 15 years ago. He came to Australia.
Yeah.
He was at the Palladium and I went there. He was wearing white. I actually went in a white suit and I actually got on stage, started dancing, and I thought, this is going okay. 10 seconds, 20, 30 seconds. Within about just under a minute, security dragged me off.
He's a very successful... how long hasn't he been with us? He's passed on,
When did he pass on?
I reckon, 5 or 6 years ago. I might
Something
be
like
wrong.
that.
about that.
Beautiful singer. I still
Yeah.
enjoy his songs. Amazing singer. We're still waiting, Mr. George M, for Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
For him to come up with our Frank Sinatra song.
I could actually play. If I could find it on my phone, I could play the song that.
Find it. I'm going to say hello to Narelle and Coralie, and hello to Mr. Greg Sly. Hello to Sue. Hello to Sule. Hello, Peter. Your Stan song will come up shortly. And hello to my darling Antoinette and my darling George F. Hello to Panayi.
Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν με θες αν τολμάς να με πιάσεις, τρέξε, πρέπει να βιαστείς. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν σου κάνω αν ρωτάς, χρόνο χάνεις και μετά δεν θα με.
Did you find it?
Την παλεύω με όλα όσα κάνεις, την τρέλα κοντεύω να φτάσω καλύτερα άστρο. Δεν πειράζει, πες πως δεν έχουμε άστρο. Τα πίσω βήματα φέραν προβλήματα. Κίνης τα νήματα, στέλνω μηνύματα. Όλα όσα έκανα είδες ασήματα. Έλα που η ζωή έχει γυρίσματα. Ευχαριστώ το Θεό που μόνος μου το πέρασα κι αυτό. Μέχρι το 100% βρήκα το παλιό μου εαυτό. Ευχαριστώ το Θεό που μόνος μου το πέρασα κι αυτό. Μέχρι το 100% βρήκα το παλιό μου εαυτό.
Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν με θες αν τολμάς να με πιάσεις, τρέξε, πρέπει να βιαστείς. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν σου κάνω αν ρωτάς, χρόνο χάνεις και μετά δεν θα με βρεις.
Από πίσω σου γίνω μοίσκιο σου, ψάχνεις το δίκιο σου, ξεχνάω το μίσος που ένιωσα τότε που έφυγες και άφησες όλα τα πέταξες και δεν με κράτησες. Τι θέλεις τώρα, τι ζητάς, τώρα τι γυρεύεις, τι αναζητάς, τι θέλεις από μένα, λες πως το κατέχεις. Ό,τι θέλω στη ζωή μου λες πως έχεις. Θέλω να μ' αφήσεις, δεν ξαναδοκιμάζω. Μπορεί να θέλω να σε έχω, αλλά τρομάζω. Μόνο στην ιδέα, στο τι μπορεί να γίνει. Ξέρω, συνεφέρεις ευθύνη. Με φτύρει να σε έχω μία και μία όχι. Σαν να κυνηγάω τα όνειρά μου με απόχη. Σαν να τρέχω να μην φτάνω και να μην τα παρατάω. Και εσύ ακόμα λες πως έχεις ό,τι ζητάω.
Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν με θες αν τολμάς να με πιάσεις, τρέξε, πρέπει να βιαστείς. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν σου κάνω αν ρωτάς, χρόνο χάνεις και μετά δεν θα με βρεις. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν με θες αν τολμάς να με πιάσεις, τρέξε, πρέπει να βιαστείς. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν σου κάνω αν ρωτάς,
We are going to go into a very short break and we return the hot hits, but it doesn't get any hotter with KK and Mr. Newman in the studio. And stay tuned because Mr. Newman will be singing a Frank Sinatra song.
We'll get the orchestra in and I'll sing.
That's right.
We need to go to a break so they can assemble.
That's it.
Να με πιάσεις τρέξε πρέπει να βιαστείς. Είμαι αυτό που ζητάς. Αν σου κάνω αν ρωτάς. Χρόνο χάνεις και μετά δεν θα με βρεις.
Ρυθμός. Η ελληνική παρέα.
Ωι Τζον, βάλε πιο πολλά λουκάνικα στη ψισταριά.
Χωράνε νομίζεις Μάικ. Να βγάλω μερικά από τα φιλέτα.
Μαμ, ο θείος Τάκης έφτασε. Γρήγορα, πάρτε τα παϊδάκια.
Με το καλό να το πάρετε, με το καλό.
Βρε καλό στον θείο Τάκη. Πολλά πράγματα για σένα σήμερα, θείο Τάκη.
Καλά.
Ο Τζονάκος έφερε τα καλύτερα παϊδάκια στη Μελβούρνη.
Ναι, τα καλύτερα, θείο.
Έχουμε επίσης την ελληνική φέτα που λατρεύεις κατευθείαν από τα Τρίκαλα. Από τα μέρη σου, θείο.
Ναι, καλά.
Τι άλλο έχουμε, Τζον? Μίλα, σώσε με.
Έχουμε μύθος.
Ναι, θείο, μπύρα Μύθος. Δεν έχεις ξαναπιεί τέτοια μπύρα. Εγγύηση.
Αγόρια μου, παλικάρια μου, να σας φιλήσω. Γεια μας.
Τα κλασικά ελληνικά καλοκαιρινά μπάρμπεκιου στην Αυστραλία αλλάζουν παρέα με Μύθο. Μπύρα Μύθος υπάρχει παντού. Τώρα και στην Αυστραλία. Προμηθευτείτε την από όλα τα καταστήματα Dan Murphy's.
Η Ethos Entertainment σε καλεί στο απόλυτο ρεβεγιόν πρωτοχρονιάς Εφηθόδη Live. Η Εφηθόδη έρχεται από την Ελλάδα για να αλλάξει το χρόνο μαζί με όλο τον ελληνισμό της Μελβούρνης.
Γλυκά, γλυκά, γλυκιά μου, γλυκά, γλυκά.
Εφηθόδη Live. Δευτέρα 31 Δεκεμβρίου στην υπερπολιτελή αίθουσα του Grand Star Reception. 499 Grieve Parade, Altona North. Τιμή εισιτηρίου από $100 μαζί με φαγητό και αναψυκτικό. Για κρατήσεις καλέστε στο 0410 94 74 74 ή στο 0393 69 44 46. Για γενικές πληροφορίες καλέστε τον Κώστα Αθανασίου στο 0422 47 2006. Εφηθόδη Live. Φέτος αλλάζουμε το χρόνο με αυθεντικό δημοτικό γλέντι. Τα πλούσια χρώματα της Ελλάδας. Η πλούσια ιστορία της. Ο φυσικός πλούτος της. Όλη η ελληνική έμπνευση αποτυπωμένη στα πιο stylish κοσμήματα. Γκρέτζιο. Η ελληνική μάρκα ρολογιών και κοσμημάτων Γκρέτζιο, που ξεχωρίζει στην ελληνική αλλά και τη διεθνή αγορά, ήρθε τώρα και στην Αυστραλία με σχέδια κοσμημάτων από χρυσό, ασήμι, καθώς και ρολόγια εξαιρετικής κατασκευής από ανοξίδωτο ατσάλι. Οι συνδυασμοί που μπορείτε να πραγματοποιήσετε φορώντας τα κοσμήματα Γκρέτζιο θα σας συνοδεύσουν σε κάθε περίσταση, δημιουργώντας ένα μοναδικό στυλ που θα συναρπάσει. Γκρέτζιο. 51 Portman Street, Oakley. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 63 33 08. Instagram Γκρέτζιο Australia. Ανακαλύψτε φέτος τα πιο stylish γυναικεία κοσμήματα της σεζόν από την Γκρέτζιο.
Για τις πιο δύσκολες ώρες σας, είμαστε κοντά σας. Με κατανόηση, συνέπεια και επαγγελματισμό, όπως απαιτούν οι περιστάσεις. Παναγιώτης Τζιότσης, Orthodox Funeral Services. Τηλέφωνο 03 95 68 58 58.
How'd you go there, Sam? Did you find the song that you want to sing?
I did. This is now George is very sharp because he obviously knows
Frank
that
Sinatra.
album. No, he knows that album. I do my best work after midnight. That was what it was called.
There you
so
go.
This is it. So this was it.
And he's coming. He said he's still looking for the song. Excuse me, George M.
I've got the song.
He's
here.
got the song.
This is called Witchcraft.
Okay, let's go.
Can you hear that?
Woo! Of course we can.
Can you hear that?
We can hear it. Are you going to sing, Sam?
That is me singing.
No. We want to hear you.
That's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? That's me singing. 'Cause it's witchcraft. That's it.
Oh,
So,
wow, Sam. Woohoo!
Oh, yes. And I had to sing that one. I've got you under my skin. They were the two songs I had to sing.
I do love that song. It's
Well, do you know it? We could sing it. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me.
Deep in the heart of me.
So deep in my heart that you're truly a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. Anyhow, you know the words to that.
Oh, I'll bring up the lyrics.
I said to myself, this affair, it never will go so well.
No, never do.
No, they never do they?
And on Twitter, Santa Claus says they're listening. Any call prizes? You got a souvlaki sponsor? Free souvlaki vouchers? Maresi Yasu. Ross K on Twitter says you're a legend, Sam.
Ross K.
Yeah.
What?
We won't say his surname, but Ross K, he's Greek.
Yeah, good.
It's Katsa Baba.
Yeah.
Yes, he says something like that.
Ross K.
Now,
K, we'll call him.
Number one voice in Greek in Australia has just sent me a private message. And she says, Sam, you sing marvellous, way better than Joan Jett and way better than my mum. She needs to learn harmonies. This is Kalia.
Beautiful Kalia. Is she in Sydney or is she?
She's in Sydney.
Is she?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, she needs to teach me harmonies. She's the singer in the family.
She needs to teach.
I'm the Queen
both of us how to
karaoke
sing.
host, but she's got to teach me how to sing harmonies. I just do rock songs.
Yeah. And now she could come down and teach me to sing, just for a start.
She actually does jazz, R&B in English. Amazing. She's done jazz with Jimmy Couples at the Crown. Yeah, but she likes her Greek.
So, you'll find this a really ignorant question. Do the Greeks celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day?
They do.
Our day, the 25th?
Yes, they do on the 25th, under the Christian calendar. Yes, on the 25th. And then on Christmas Day, it is a big name day for St. Christopher.
Yeah.
As you have
Hence
St.
the
Patrick.
name.
Yes, hence the
Christmas.
name, yes. And a lot of people will put that lamb on the spit, the traditional lamb on the spit, unlike the Australians do the turkey, or that's Americans?
No,
ham,
turkey, Christmas chicken, Christmas ham, turkey,
Yeah.
Turkey. Cranberry
Or they
sauce.
do the gyro nowadays. I still like my lamb on the spit. I remember
Yes.
growing up and we had the old style. My parents have come a long way since then, but they old style, we used to sit there turning this lamb. What do you do?
Which is pretty interesting when it's 40 degrees in our summer, because the European winter is in our summer.
In our summer, that's right.
Why you're meant
They
to
get
have all
confused.
those- they do.
They get confused. We just don't have the snow here. And Christmas, what will Christmas Day consist for you?
Well, I go out to a sort of a refuge, and to the Les Twentyman 20th Man.
That's in the
charity.
Footscray Sunshine area, yeah,
We
but
go
you
out
feed
and
the
serve
homeless.
food to the homeless. We do that on Christmas morning.
That's beautiful, Sam.
Well, it's not. If you say that, people think, oh, you're sort of saying that because.
No, well, I'll tell
people to
you.
think,
Okay.
I just do that. That's all.
People will believe it because if many follow me on Facebook, a few years back on Christmas night or in the afternoon, I used to be at Flinders Street near Elizabeth
That's it.
Street, feeding the homeless. So I do the whole rounds during the Christmas morning breakfast with the family. Do a few visits, and then by 6 o'clock would be out there. And it was 400 of us feeding the homeless, and it was the most amazing experience.
But when people ask you what do you do, I mean, you feel embarrassed to say it because it sounds like you're trying to ingratiate yourself onto people by saying, "Oh, isn't he nice because he does that?" So
You just do it. You don't have to do it, Sam, and it's
No,
on
you don't
Christmas
have to
Day.
do- you don't have
You've
to tell
got
people you do it.
But no,
that's the point.
no, we don't say it like for them to say, "Oh, good on you, you know, you're great."
so you're great.
Sometimes I will say it because I want people to know that there are people out there that are underprivileged in Melbourne. And Christmas does bring a lot of mental health issues out. A lot of people are suffering depression. That is one of the worst days of the year. And it is good to be able to give back to the community, particularly someone like yourself, Sam. You're out there, you're there for everybody. And it's good. You're giving back to the community. And I admire that because you don't have to. And you would have, as many would think, huge entourage and so many people wanting to catch up with Mr. Sam Newman on Christmas Day. You've got family, Sam, and you've got a granddaughter.
I have.
Yes, and yet in the morning you go and feed the homeless.
Yes, but
Many will use that excuse, I've got my kids, can't go out there. How old is she, Sam?
2.
She's 2. And what's
Charlotte,
Sam?
her name is.
Charlotte.
Charlie.
That's my son's, my future daughter-in-law's name. I love the name
Really?
Charlotte.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
yes. Her parents, my son and his wife, call her Charlie.
Nice.
She's a beautiful little girl.
What's Santa got in store for Charlotte this year?
Well, we're catching up, not on Christmas Day, but just the day before.
Christmas
we go out
Eve, yep.
and do it.
A lot of people catch up on Christmas Eve.
No, she just gets the usual amount of stuff that she'll use for that day and then never use again.
Like all kids?
No, that's right. No,
Like all
she's-
kids.
No, she's very resourceful and very industrious, if you can say that, for someone who's 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're very clever.
And I know they're trying to reduce the role of Santa now. They're saying there should be a Mother Clause because we're getting into
Things that, you know what?
gender neutral
I support
society.
a lot of things, Sam, but there is a line that so I'm sorry to any of my listeners that I may offend. Everyone has a right to feel to a certain level compared to others. I don't have to agree 100% with everything. Santa, let's, Santa, and
I have no problem
and there's always
offending
been
people.
Mrs. Claus. We've got Santa and we've got Mrs. Claus and we've got the reindeers. What's the problem? Why do we have to change it?
Well, the reindeers. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was considered off limits over in America by some
Why?
agenda seekers because it was considered bullying by Santa, who said Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. He told Rudolph to make sure he wasn't late to pull the sleigh, and they said that was a form of bullying.
Well, my boss says to me, if you're late to work,
That's it.
don't bother coming in. What's
No,
the
but-
difference?
No, there's no difference.
Well,
we
there you
shouldn't
go.
worry about offending people if we're reasonable about it.
That's right. One of our listeners, Peter Clear's come in. He said, if you didn't take a turn in turning the lamb on the spit, our parents would say, well, you're not eating. That is so true. How cruel is
That's
that?
right. Everyone's got to pitch
See,
in. yeah.
nowadays, if that happens, the kids
can't.
pick up the phone, they call the police.
Yeah, no such thing as a free lunch. You got to all contribute. Don't expect the spoils if you're not prepared to put in.
Oh, we got Santa Claus saying the show sounds Greek to him. Megalo, xeplurima, grand sale. But he was Italian.
Grand sale?
Yeah, grand sale. Remember, oh my God, I forgot his name.
Who is that?
What is it? The furniture, the Italian furniture place. you know?
Franco Cozzo.
Yeah, Franco Cozzo, and he talks Greek. Megalo, xeplurima.
Franco Cozzo.
Yeah, big.
Sunshine
big
and
sale.
Footscray.
Nowadays in Sunshine Footscray, we're feeding the homeless. So with his grand sale, he can contribute, can't he?
Ας τα πολλά τα λόγια, έλα και φίλα με. Τη νύχτα σπάμε, πάμε, φύγαμε.
Now, it's sorry, Sam, I'm interrupting you. Is this a Frank Sinatra song? Because George M's come in and he says, I've been a puppet.
Yeah, being a puppet, a
pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king.
That's life. That's called.
Oh,
that's
I've been
life.
up and down and over and out,
That's
and
right.
I know one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I pick myself
That's
up and
it.
get back in the race. I like that, even as a saying.
That's absolutely correct. Yeah, you got to. If you fall off the horse, you got to get back on it.
That's it.
Τα πήρε όλα, στο άψε σβήσε. Ας τα πολλά τα λόγια, έλα και φίλα με. Τη νύχτα σπάμε, πάμε, φύγαμε. Και τι να λέμε τώρα, έρωτας είσαι. Που μου τα πήρε όλα, στο άψε σβήσε.
So Carly has come, says she makes a recommendation to you, Sam. She thinks you should do a jazz album. You'll kill it.
Yeah, I'll probably kill it, all right? Yeah, I'll probably slaughter it.
Οι ματιές μιλήσανε, τι να πουν τα στόματα, ως τα ξημερώματα θα είμαστε ζευγάρι. Οι καρδιές χτυπήσανε, δυνατά και γρήγορα, και θα πάμε σίγουρα, βόλτα στο φεγγάρι. Και τι να λέμε τώρα, έρωτας είσαι, που μου τα πήρε όλα, στο άψε σβήσε. Ας τα πολλά τα λόγια, έλα και φίλα με. Τη νύχτα σπάμε, πάμε, φύγαμε.
Now, earlier on, we were talking about Ed Sheeran and his world tour, which has made huge money for him regardless. But
600 million.
that's what they say.
I want to have someone verify that.
Yes, can someone
can't
please
believe
verify that, please? It could be just incorrect information on social media. They tend to do that just to get people excited. But after 6 decades, Elton John announces next year, 2019 September, will be his last tour.
Bit like John Farnham.
But he
He's
still
had
comes
15
back.
last
tours. And he comes back smashing in with Olivia Newton-John.
He does.
She's amazing. And his tribute song, I remember Elton John, I loved his songs, but it wasn't until he had done the tribute song for the late Princess Diana, basically within 24 hours of her passing.
Candle in the Wind?
Yes.
He's,
and the world fell in love with him.
He's well, I tell you, a lot of people fell in love with him. He's unique. He's the only person I know that's actually married a woman and then he's married a man.
Well, I actually know someone who married a woman, had 3 children.
And then married a man.
And then married a man. But anyway, going back to Elton John, he's loved by the Royals.
He is.
And if
Do you like the Royals?
Yeah, I do actually.
There. If the Royals,
I like the new Royals.
If the Royals disappear from Britain, Britain will disappear from Europe.
I believe that.
They are the greatest tourist attraction and greatest contributor to the GDP of that country.
Oh, there you go. And last night there was a movie on the fall of London. The night before was the fall of United States. I watched both of those films, and I will say last night on the fall of the fall of London, or London is falling.
No, the fall of London was on Channel 9.
Yep, and I watched it, and I said to my partner, "Hang on a minute, this doesn't make sense. Where's the castle? Where's the Queen in this whole movie?"
Well, it's a movie.
But where was the Queen?
I see they're taking James Bond to task because they said he drinks an average of 4 drinks in every movie. And when he drinks, he drives cars, he dates women, he fights, he engages...
He'd be arrested doing that here in Australia.
And they said it's not a very good image for the world today. And someone said, don't forget, please, it's a fantasy, it's not real. It's not a real person, James Bond. But
A lot of men do want to be James Bonds, though.
And the moral police, they're onto him. They say, no, it's a bad look for James Bond to be drinking and then going out fighting and driving and driving heavy
women
machinery.
one after the other and doesn't even use protection. God help us all. Oh, you know what, Sam? If we're going to be watching television and the social media and this political correct words and all these things that are happening, we'll change the movies as well. Teach us through the movies.
In Scotland.
You know, he's there to make love to the woman. He can say, hang on a minute, I need to use protection. Well, if people want to play James Bond, well, there's a lesson that they learn in disguise. Okay, Carly, we're going to change the subject. I think she's helping us out about the news. She's saying she's come back with an article. She's screenshot. According to the Rolling Stone magazine,
Yep.
Ed made more touring this year than any other artist has in 30 years.
Made more money, did you say?
Well, saying he's done more touring than any other artist in 30 years. He sold 4,860,482 tickets across 53 cities and 94 shows for all-time record gross of $432 million. By comparison, Taylor Swift's tour made $345.1 million. Beyonce's tour made $254.1